All right, and we are live in the Krypt, joined once again by a good pal of mine, Keith the Critic, promoter of Slash and Bash, which is happening September 6th through the 8th weekend. Stacked with some really, really cool, awesome people as guests.
Oh, yeah.
A couple I haven't met in person with Kim Myers obviously from Nightmare on Elm Street 2 and Mark Patton from Nightmare on Elm Street 2. And then we got Beatrice Buckley, Amanda Kruger, and then the big swag, Brett Wagner, the Kemper Killer himself. Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun, but we got other things we want to talk about too. What's going to be going on at this event and what you got up that sleeve there. And good to see you, my dude.
It's great to see you too, man. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Geez. Last time I saw you was, wow.
Was it that movie festival that we saw?
Yeah, we showed a double feature.
The Christmas movie festival.
Yeah, Christmas movie.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was fun. But but man, this is going to be a huge event. And man, and it's the 20th annual Slash and Bash Horror Sci-Fi Film Festival on September the 6th through the 8th at the Woodshed at 1901 North Kansas Avenue. So, and it's just down the street from downtown Ramada Inn. It's easy to find, and I'm so excited about doing this again. I can't believe, well, I had my strokes about 10 or 13 years ago. Then the pandemic hit. We couldn't do anything. And so it's been actually 22 years, but 20 years for this. So, yeah.
It's a big thing to be proud of, man.
Yeah.
Especially I know at the COVID and then the strike and those years were kind of tough, especially when the strike just started happening. I'm going to turn my volume down. I meant to put it on mute.
Yeah.
No, she didn't hear me. I wasn't trying to talk to my phone, but I didn't hear you. Well, I turned it down. Yeah. I bet you didn't hear me. The phone seemed to always be listening. If I want something, it seems to pop up in my feed.
But I'm telling you what, man, this is we had just last year because the strikes were going on, and I wanted to support the actors, and the writers. So we just brought in independent film directors, which I know a lot of those people, and they're coming in this year as well. And, that was a lot of fun. But now it's back, and, it's just, we're bringing in so many great guests, man. And also Julianne Prescott, she was going to come out. And so camp cheerleader, and she can't do it because she's not feeling too good and all that. So we're going to bring her in next year. That's already been talked about. She wants to come in next year, and this is going to be a lot of fun. But Julianne, she can't come in this year, and she is just she's just downtrodden about all that because she said I was. But there's stuff happening, and she had to step away. But she's coming in next year, so there we go. Because that's something that we just want her to get better.
Exactly.
And
I was actually cameoed in her movie, or the Camp Blood 666 part.
Yeah.
I was a little fatter. You just see my big fat face there. And Camp Blood Clown Killer is back.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I watched it. Yeah. There was. No. She, her and Will Colazzo and what they're doing over there, they have a lot of fun, and they put up some really fun indie movies. So yeah, it was. I was excited to hear she was coming. Then I was a little, I was bummed out that she had to back out, but it's understandable she did.
Yes.
Get well soon, Julianne Prescott. Next year we'll definitely be seeing her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But and also we're bringing in Jen Nagel.
Oh,
Yeah, she's coming in, and a body count. I got to interview her about 2 months ago. Great person to talk to, and she's going to be a pleasure to have come out as well. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, I mean, Heavy Nightmare on Elm Street. You got some Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes.
You got a little bit of everything going on, and we're going to be like, my guys are really excited about this. I told you we're heading out there to Topeka.
Oh yeah.
Sunday, and I figured, and I was thinking, Spirit Halloween. They're kind of funny about putting stuff on the thing, but I'll see if I can put some flyers there, some vintage stock on the way, some of these surrounding stores as we're heading down. I got to get down to the printing press tomorrow.
Also, tickets are on sale right now for $25 at Vintage Stock. So and you can buy them at the Slash and Bash website as well. So, yeah.
And we'll definitely have that posted out and shared out.
Yeah.
It's going to be I think it's going to be a really good time. And for $25, it's cheaper than going to the movies. You get to go and experience everything, the vendors, the guests, the indie films. Yeah. I mean, you got a lot going on for this weekend. And I think you were going to do 2 days. I had to sneak in and be like,
yeah.
And then you went right along with it. I think 3 days.
Oh yeah. Well, see, that's what I used to have. I used to have it for 3 days, and then when all the everything was kind of going on with everything else, and I was kind of like, okay, I got to move back to 3 days, like you said. Having it for 3 days. So what if you can't come on Friday or Saturday?
Well, yeah. Well, that's why when you were saying Friday, Saturday, I was kind of hinting at like Saturday, Sunday, because vendors will be at work. It'd be tougher for vendors to come in, knowing as a vendor myself, where you need that time to set up. You're better off to do it Saturday and Sunday than Friday, Saturday. But Keith was like, we're going all 3 days. And I respect that.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be, I'm really excited about this event. I think there's going to be a lot of people from the area around here. We're going to be doing some hyping from my area to bring in a lot of special individuals that are really going to enjoy this kind of event, and an opportunity where, like you were saying, the tickets are $25. You can't go wrong. $25 to do something that's gonna. And now that's a weekend ticket for $25?
Yeah, weekend ticket's only $25. Now, if you can only go on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, that's fine. They're only $15. But but I'm telling you what, if you buy a 3-day pass, come on. It's just,
even if you don't you go around. And the great thing about where you're at and in that town, there's a lot of great restaurants around it.
Yes.
There's a lot of great surrounding areas. It reminds me a lot of my town, where it's, really close-knit family, small businesses. This is not only helping, Slash and Bash grow and the excitement for it, it's helping the surrounding businesses in the area. And being able to do that with the local businesses goes a long way.
Yeah, because it's just like we have a sponsor who's going to come out that serves breakfast, dinner, and supper. They're going to be there on Saturday and Sunday. Because they serve any kind of food you want. They do breakfast, they do lunch, they do dinner. And you can order, if you want a biscuit and gravy at night, they'll do a biscuit and gravy at night. That's how.
Don't be tempting me, my friend. You're speaking my language right now.
I know. Oh, God. I love biscuits and gravy. Oh, my God.
You know what I made for dinner tonight? I love biscuits and gravy, but I love breakfast in general.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, I do too.
I made French toast tonight. So that was what I was requested to make by my guys. And I was like, French toast? You got it.
Yes. But yeah, I was just like, it's just, then inside, we have our own stuff. We're going to sell hot dogs and chili dogs and bratwurst and chips and cheese and maybe a little bit of stuff on it and all that stuff. And this is just a great place. And also, you guys are going to be there. We got a place out of Chicago that sells t-shirt, not t-shirts, but real posters. And go what?
The actual like movie posters from the theater.
The actual movie poster, yes. And they're coming out, and they're so excited to be here. And we got, Brett's going to be. They're all going to be there.
Well, Brett's watching me. He heard you talking about the food, so I know he's getting amped up for that. If there's everything, his tacos.
Oh God! But
Mike's going to see him this weekend. Unfortunately, Beatrice had to back out, but Michael Bailey Smith, Super Friday, my good pal who stopped by yesterday, picked up a deck that Mike made, and also bringing him some machetes for that event is pretty cool. But it's that should be a fun time. Him and his mom are going to go and spend some time with them, and I wish they could make it out here, but it's going to be a good time there, and it's going to be an awesome time in Kansas City. So Topeka, Kansas. So. I'm pretty excited about it, man.
And then I've heard from people are coming from Nebraska and Texas and all over. So, it's just something that I've done. I've been doing movies and TV for nearly 40 years, and I don't want to admit that, but that's how long I've been around. But I just want to please the fans and the moviegoers because, there's very few things you can have fun with, and seeing movies and going out and doing shopping with the vendors and having some good food. Come on. There's nothing better than that.
It's family time and the atmosphere. And, for the ones who coming from Nebraska or Texas, or anything. And I've been having those flyers on all my convention tables. I'm hoping to see some of the people that were really excited to come. So, it's going to be a good time with everything that you got, the food, the family, the environment, the atmosphere, it being close to home. It's exciting for me because my guys really enjoy stuff like that. And I mean, one of my guys was like, he was, because it's out of state, but it's only an hour away from me. He's like, hoping we can go, like just for Sunday to get there. Like he's excited. They're excited for our adventure getting out there. And like I said, some flyers out on the way. I'm going to get some more made tomorrow. Printing shop so we can drop stuff off on the way there and on the way back.
It's just something that I've always loved movies and sports. There you go. I can't do sports anymore, but I love movies, and TV. But it's just something that I've done all my life. Even when I first saw Bela Lugosi's Dracula when I was 4 years old, many years ago, and it was just like, come on, it's Dracula, and the werewolf and Frankenstein. Those movies just kind of are amazing,
Universal monsters, you can't beat it.
Yes, it's just so much fun. It's just. And then on Saturday we're going to show Christopher Lee's Dracula as well.
Oh, that's some people's favorites. I know it's up there with mine. Bela Lugosi and Christopher Lee was. You can't. That guy's just such a legend.
And also, don't forget Nosferatu too, the original silent one. But, and such and the look of Dracula grew so much, but I still love the Nosferatu look. There's just something really special about it, and there's the Count Dracula look. Definitely two different things, but really cool. Really cool in its own way, and the way movies have grown, even through those decades, where it's been a long line of those movies, and I miss them. I miss them. The last one I think I remember that was really good was
Monster Squad. Like that was the best one that like it was a tribute that was modern. That was still 40 years ago or whatever now.
Yeah, that's hard to believe too.
Yeah. That
My,
new movie, dude, that's 40 years old.
me and my friend Alan, we love Monster Squad just like you do. And it's just like, oh my God, it's just, But I tell you what, you can come out and see some great movies, eat some great food, and visit all the vendors. And we're going to have conferences with the directors, the actors. There's going to be a costume contest done by Derek Neal, who works with me all the time. And there's going to be Leaf Doniger is going to come out, introduce some of the great horror sci-fi albums that have been out. So, it's just something that you can, if you don't like a movie, you can come out and shop, or you can go watch some conferences and all that. It's just something that we all just love this so much.
Well, and that's the thing with the indie. It's great when you got the celebrity guests, and a lot of them, like Brett and Beatrice, I know, and even Mark, are doing a lot of independent films now.
Yes.
And it goes a long way. And with the independent films that you're bringing in, and directors and actors and stuff, this is not only a good place to bring your family, but it's also a good place if you're a new actor, a musician, a makeup artist, even, get a vendor table, or even just go and network and market yourself and get to know some of these people. Get your foot in the door if that's something you're interested in doing. I tell people that all the time. Just getting people to know you. I mean, obviously, I'm not an actor. I basically just, I'm John, but there's some guys out there with tons of talent, and and they're eager to do it, and just get your foot in the door. Indie's the way to do it. And the great thing about Slash and Bash is there's a solid amount of celebrity guests.
Yes.
But it's very important to include the indie community, which you're very passionate about.
Now, see, I brought in directors Todd Sheets and director Patrick Ray and director Gary Pyland. Those people. Now, if you're a independent filmmaker, you know who these directors are, but a lot of people don't know who they are. Then they watch their movies, then they go out and meet them and all that stuff, because you got to be there you got to be a part of all this. It's just, and Jake Jackson is going to be there as well too, and he's going to show how he does makeup and all that stuff. It's just something that you can just come out and love, no matter, what it is. And, it's just,
there's things you can spend money on, but there's also things once you buy the ticket that you're not going to be bored. There's going to be plenty to do. There's going to be a lot of fun to be had. There's going to be cool items for purchase from vendors, but there's also going to be affordable items, I'm sure, from other vendors. You're going to have independent movie scene. And then you got, and I believe all four of these guys, were in UK. I know Beatrice, Brett, Mark, and Kim were also in the UK. So it's kind of a reunion from a couple months ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I talked to Beatrice yesterday. She gave me a call, and we were talking about Slash and Bash, and she's all excited because she loves Mark and Kim Myers so much. I haven't had a chance to meet him. Now I've talked to Mark, which, I suggested, and you've gotten to talk to him because he's a Kansas City native, and Topeka, Kansas is a big deal. So it's a homecoming for Mark Patton to be there. And him and Kim seem like they're really, really tight right now. And then you got Mama Kruger coming.
Yeah, I know. You got three of the actors. I mean, come on. And they're all close. And I know that Kim and Mark, they're very close. And Beatrice is just, Beatrice
is amazing. Beatrice is one of the kindest, sweetest people I know.
Yeah.
She, from the first interview I had with her, we had this genuine friendship. DK and the Bees, Horror Buzz, but all these, even like with Beatrice and Brett, they're so busy now. It's hard to do a podcast, but we loved it, and it was so much fun. And hopefully me and Beatrice can get one before the show, but they're so busy acting. They're so busy on the road. They're so busy doing conventions, and I'm so happy for them to be able to do
Oh yeah, I am too, man. I am too. Yeah, and then I went. Well, were you? Yeah, you were at Crypticon. I saw
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But I went over and talked to some other people, and I thought, and they were asking me about what I was doing and all this and all that.
Well, we
So
definitely did some marketing networking there, and big shout out
yes,
to Crypticon because they've been really good to us, and
yes,
they're a big staple in Kansas City, and to be able to add more horror in the area
yes,
at different times, I think it serves the fans so much. I think
yeah,
people need something to do. People are craving something to do, and you know, I think this event is a really, really cool opportunity for some fans to get out, to Topeka,
yeah,
experience, what Topeka is like. Because the town, like I said, it's a small but very close, family-oriented town,
yes, it
and
is.
great area. Because I've been to the area where you're going to have it.
Oh yeah,
I've been to the building you're going to have it, and I think people are really going to enjoy it.
yeah.
Well,
Because I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, and you know what? There's people from that have been contacting me saying, "How do we get tickets and all that?" Or they text me, and I said, "Just go to Slash and Bash and you get tickets." Because that's a simple way to do all this. You can go over to Vintage Stock and get 3-day passes, or you can just buy 3-day passes through the website. It's simple, and I just want to make this all very simple. And also, you can go stay at the downtown Ramada Inn, which is like 5 minutes away from the woodshed. So
I got to reserve another room now because now I'm excited. I'm working 7 days a week again, which is good for me because I don't need time off. I love doing what I do. And now I get a chance to do both again. Yeah, what I love to do all the way around. It's been a really, really good week. I'm
Oh yeah,
excited because it moves everything we're doing forward on my part with Doomsday's Crypt, because we want to be able to bring what I can to Slash and Bash and
yeah,
also to any other convention. But me and you become friends. You've been on the show multiple times. Hell, you were there for the store launch. We talked some
yeah,
stuff like that. Now,
yeah.
I haven't been able to really follow up with the store too much because now the con season's going, and every time and it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait until after November, because come September, the weekend after, I'm in Minneapolis. Then the next month I'm at Halloween Palooza, Scarefest, and then finishing off with Memphis, and it's busy, and I need the merchandise. I need the stuff.
But I'm
Sorry,
telling
I
you,
would have brought stuff for the table, but I sold it online. But
but
here's a
yeah, man,
business card.
this is like you said, man. It's $25 for 3 days, and if you live anywhere close to Topeka, you can just drive back and forth. And the hotel rooms at the downtown Ramada Inn are she knocked the prices
I might
down.
just stay Saturday with my guys because it is only an hour for me, but I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm going to plan it out because I'm cheap.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. But I think I need to be there all weekend, and I'm just joking. My guys, I just got to get an extra room because I know, especially my guys, really. You got to meet them, didn't you, when you were
Oh
there?
yeah. Oh yes.
You've
I
met
met
him a
him
few times. Well, you met him a few times anyway. You
Yeah,
met
I
him
met
when
him.
I brought him to
Yes.
Topeka.
Yes.
And you know how excited they get for these things. Like I said, just going out to Topeka, they're excited about this. They're
Oh
excited
yes.
about this event. Like my guy, because like I told you, it's out of state, but it's shortly out of state. It's like
Right.
15 minutes
Yes.
basically out of state.
Yeah.
And but we still need permission. We got the permission from everybody, and my guy was all, he wanted to make sure until he got that yes. And and this is just going down to help support and help do the stuff for the thing. And we got a large community around here, and I've told you about that. So we're gonna
Oh yeah.
get a bunch of flyers printed out. We're gonna need more. We're gonna drop them off. You said you have something with vintage stock. There's a few of them by us, so we're going to drop them off there. Spirit Halloween just opened up in Lee Summit, so
oh god,
we're gonna hit the
I go
stores.
shopping. I go shopping there since it's been in Topeka. I've been over there shopping. It's been here for like 5 years, and I
got
like,
my ACAC, my Mars Attacks, and that thing's is awesome.
oh,
I haven't
god.
been able to pull it out yet and use it. But
You know what I'm
let
gonna
me see. I got to do some work on some things because you keep them in storage and stuff. You got to get all the pieces together, make sure you don't. But I'll plan on bringing some down for Topeka.
I'm telling you what, man. A week after we're doing this, I'm going to start decorating for Halloween because I love Halloween. So yeah. So
you know, last year, when you do conventions and you're traveling so much, last year I think was the first year Halloween in a while. I was back from an event and I don't want to say I was too tired, but it was a weekday Halloween, so I wasn't at work at that time. I worked weekends, so it was a pretty boring Halloween. It was like, all right. And then I got that withdrawals on Halloween too. It was like, oh man, I should have planned something out, but I didn't. That's where it's nice with these conventions that are going on that aren't just for October. Halloween and Scary isn't just for October like it used to be.
Oh yeah,
and I love it. I love it. I mean, there's things all over the state, and what you're doing, the perfect time, September, right before Halloween, perfect weather. You're talking September. It's cooling down. It'll be cooling down by then.
Yeah,
it's not going to be overly July, August, mid-August hot.
Yeah.
But hopefully, God. Knock on wood. You never know. You
never know.
You never know. It could be a hailstorm or 6 feet of snow. You can't really. You can't really figure that part out. But you got to. I was reading the chat here. It looks like my buddy Eric's here. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. The weather should be, knock on wood, really good. You never know, but a lot of the stuff's inside anyway. So, it's like I said, it's not a small, but it's a business strip where you can get indoors. You can check things out along the way.
Oh yeah, and the owner has done so much work inside that place and outside it, and it's just like, I was trying to find a place to have it because we couldn't have it downtown because they're doing repairs on the building. So I was looking and I said, man, how about having it over at the woodshed? And so
that's great. And I know you do a lot of work with them, and I think we're going to have a really cool setup in there. If you need anything by me. Speaking of which, since Michael Toth's here, should I show them the deck he banged out today? Now we're going to be bringing more for Topeka, Kansas for Slash and Bash. But
I tell you what, here's something. All the proceeds that we sell goes to next year's Slash and Bash.
You don't make money at these cons. You do it so you can reinvest and do more for the fans to follow.
Yes,
we hope to do more.
That's what I love to do because I want to bring in bigger guests. When these big guests I bring in this year are big, but I just want to continue to add more guests. Because that's what I love to do, and the rest of the Slash and Bash people love to do. And we like showing movies too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of opportunity. I believe in what you're doing. And that's why we're coming, we're coming strong to, this month. It's been busy because I had OKC. I've been on the road, Indianapolis, Chicago, Kansas City, Carolina. So we've been busy on the road. This is a month I have off, which works out perfect for Slash and Bash being the next event coming up for me. Yeah. So here we go. This is a poster that Michael Toth found in the image. He's like, this would make a great deck because we talked about doing Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Obviously, we got more decks we're going to plan out.
Yeah.
So Mike likes to do his black light deck. So this whipped this out today. There's it without the black light. And it's a different. Oh, what did I do here?
I don't know.
I don't know what I did. There's slash
Well,
bash.
there's a good poster.
Yeah, it's a great poster. Let's look at that. I mean, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's just it's such a town thing, and then with vintage stock there, I'm going to make sure I'm going to go and check, like I said, because we got one in Belton. Make sure they got some flyers there and restock them for you if you need
Yes,
to.
absolutely.
But there we go on the black light.
Now,
Freddy's
see,
Revenge. I'm not sure which poster this is. It's got to be one of those alternatives.
Nightmare on
or
Elm Street
maybe,
2 is
well,
what
I
it
know
says.
it's Nightmare on Elm Street 2, but it's not the. It's like a variant poster. I'm not sure if it may be from a different country or not, but I thought it was a sick looking piece that Mike found. That I think it really shows. If you watch Nightmare on Elm Street 2, you know that he's torn between him and Freddy. You know, he's got the body. Fred's got the parades. And but yeah, I mean, it's spot on with that, and what he squeezed onto the poster, I thought was badass.
That
lightning
looks
in there,
amazing.
Yeah, well, Mike's killing it. I can't even say enough about Mike. Like I said, Michael Bailey came down. He grabbed the Nightmare on Elm Street 5 movie poster deck that we had. So we're gonna have to make another one for Slash and Bash, but he needed it. Mike's bringing some black light machetes for Michael Bailey Smith. You know, he does a lot of stuff for Brett as well. If you ever see Beatrice in a live stream, a lot of the art behind him is his. And couldn't be more proud of my dude over there. You know, I told him I wanted to do something with Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I told him we were doing a show. He's like, I'll have it done. I'm like, there ain't no doubt. There is no doubt. And he got it done for us.
I'm telling you, man, you know, and my friend Kim Schultz, she's an accountant, so there will be a little bit of tax added on to that, you know, but hey, come on, you're doing something that helps us continue to do this.
Yeah.
You know, because
support goes a long way. I mean, you can only grow as much as the support is there. So anybody who can support and be at the event, you know, and it's not even just big for Slash and Bash to grow. It's big for the community to grow.
Yes.
And keeping these businesses, these small businesses going, you know, a good weekend for a mom and pop shop, a mom and pop restaurant can save their business and their family from going under, which for me is the most important thing. And I know for you and what kind of guy you are, if you can do enough to bring it back next year and bring it back even better, a little bit better each year, but on top, you're making sure you're giving back to your community and you're bringing something to the community to help them succeed. That's what matters, man. Because none of us, believe me, what I do, I don't make money. I got my job. I spend money doing what I'm doing, but I love doing what I'm doing.
I know. I do too. I do too, man. You know, it's just, you know, you never want to stop. And this event, we sold it out the last, we sold it out, let's see, 3 and 4 years ago, we sold out, and we used to sell it out all the time because we started advertising this way before. But see, people right now are still scared of the virus and what they're going to get and all that stuff, you know.
I don't think we get as much in the Midwest, though.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Well, where I am, it's not too bad, but I get it. I think people are, but you listen.
Yeah,
we're the Midwest. We got thick skin. We're gonna get through. You know, this. We're not letting anything hold us back. That's how we do. I mean, even though I'm an East Coast guy, grew up in Massachusetts, and you know, lived all along, you know, New York, New Jersey. I was born in. You know, one thing I learned and why I love being out in the Midwest is people got thick skin. They're tough, and you know, there isn't as much to do as say New York City or Boston or California, but the things you get to do and the family experiences that an event like Slash and Bash can bring, and the excitement that they get to meet celebrities that, you know, maybe it's like I haven't had a chance to meet it, and opportunity in indie community, and that there is films out there and there is projects, because even Ann, she's out there, but she's filming that weekend of Slash and Bash. big shout out to Ann Myrna from
Yes.
Acrostar Films, her and Steve Herman, and the rest of the people that are involved, the Heflin family and everything. So
Yeah.
much love. Hope maybe she'll be able to stop in one day. We'll see. We'll see
Who
if we can
knows, man? Who
pull her
knows?
teeth. Pull her teeth, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's just, this is it's sold out, and then the pandemic hit, and we didn't sell anything because people were too scared,
Yeah.
And hey, I had 3 strokes, and I had to stay at home.
Yeah, you had medical concerns,
I
legitimate.
had medical concerns,
yeah.
But and damn, man, I'm back, and let's just sell it out again. Once again, man.
I think we will. I think you're going to get there. Like I said, we're going to be out hustling on the streets. I know I've talked to a lot of vendors. I'm not sure where we're at with vendors yet, but the tables are incredibly affordable. You're not doing it like you said. We've talked about. It's not about the money. It's about covering expenses to be able to do this and do it again next year and do it better. And this year's already going to be awesome. I mean, I'm excited for all the people, and Brett and Beatrice have become friends, and getting to meet Mark in person and Kim Myers, which I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street 2 fan, but I'm also a big Kim Myers fan, like I said at one time, because of Hellraiser 4 Bloodline. I love Hellraiser 4 Bloodline. It's Hellraiser 1 and 2 are my favorite, but Bloodlines, I love that. Like, even more than 3. I know like a lot of people love 3, and 3 is not bad. Don't get me wrong, but I prefer it. There's just something about it.
Yeah. Okay, so here's some of the other guests that you might not know about.
I probably don't.
Yeah, you know who they are, but we got Todd Sheets, Antoine Steele, Patrick Way, Gary Pylon, Dylan Von Harvey, Leek Loneker. Let's see. Wow, let's see. Jake Jackson. And these guys are just some of them. These guys act, some of them direct, some of them, it's just brilliant performance about movies. You might be surprised. I know what they star in, and so do you, but it's just like, they might come out and say, wow, that's a real good movie. Where is she here? That's what I love. I love when people say, is she here? Yeah, she's right over there. Go and meet her and all that stuff. See, that's something that I love to do because it makes me feel good.
Well, that's what it's about. I mean, it's definitely not about like making the money, because if it was about the money, it's not the business to be in. I'm going to make it. You got to really love doing what you do. You have to love it. And it definitely has its moments, but you have to love it. Ultimately, you have to love it. It has to be a passion. And you're bringing in some real, I love the support you're giving the indie community, because they do deserve it.
Oh, yes.
And like I've said, I've met a bunch of the cast, and I've talked to Mark Patton, via text, and we've done some things. And I haven't met Kim Myers, but if Beatrice says she loves them to death, believe me, they're great people. That's how it is. Yeah. Beatrice would let me know, and she absolutely adores both of them.
So here's the costume contest. Here's first place, you get $100. Second place, you get $50, and third place, you get $25. Okay, come dressed up and get in the contest, man. It's just. There's so much to do. You can have so much fun, and it's just like, we all just love doing this stuff, man. I can't tell you how much I love this, and I started this, like I said, many years ago, and now it's year 20. I'm like, wow. I can't believe it's been around for 20 years.
You're almost at drinking age just in the con.
Hey, by the way, I started drinking when I turned 18 back when I was living in Meriden, going to Jeff West.
Well, I'd hit Canada. They didn't care even at 16. Or Providence, Rhode Island. They didn't care at 16. It's like you look
man.
like I had one of those buddies that like I looked old, not older, but I could pass as 18 or 21 when I was 16, 17. I had one of those friends that looked like they were 12.
Wow.
No problem. Back in the day, man, it was just different.
Oh my God. I know, man. It's just wow.
You ain't doing that no more.
Yeah, no. Yeah, what was it the other day? My daughter, she's like 23, and she went in and got a drink and said, "Do you have your ID?" And they didn't ask me. What did you ask me?
I get a little offended now too. It's like it's like once, I mean, there were times it's like you can't tell them I'm over 21, and now it's like nobody's gonna ask anymore. And every once in a while I'll get asked, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta ask everybody."
Yeah.
Couldn't you just lie a little bit? A little bit.
Please.
This isn't gray. This is just a light blonde.
Yeah, that's it. Come on. Yes. Hey, I shaved today. Come on. I look younger. But anyway.
Oh, if I shaved the beard off or this.
Yeah.
It definitely gives me that baby face still, but then you see more of my face, and that's just a disaster right there. You don't want that.
Yeah, I used to be good looking too. When age hits, there you go.
Back in my day, I was very handsome
back in my day. But I tell you what, also that poster place out of Chicago, you got to come and visit those guys. They're bringing so many posters, real authentic posters, and you got to come out and just look at those guys, and because they're so excited to be here, and Tuesday Krypt is going to be there, and there's so many other brilliant people out there selling stuff, and you can come over, and that's why I charge this amount of money, $25 for 3 days.
In the vendor tables, how many? I mean, I'm sure you're getting close to being not many vendor tables left, but vendor tables for these, a lot of you guys who want to have affordable items, it's not going to break your wallet to put on a vendor table at all. I mean,
it is not.
How much is a vendor table right now? I know it's cheap.
It's now it's $75 per table.
That's
now how much? I know.
Bake some cookies or something. You can make $75 at a table.
Yeah, I know.
You bring tacos. You're going to sell out if they're good. Brett will be over there all the time, just eating those things up.
And I had a couple of people just email me today, say, "How much are tables?" I said, "They're $75 each." What? So that right there.
That was a draw for people too, because that's what I was telling them when I was putting them there, and I was talking to some of the other vendors. I'm like, if you guys are there, like even in OKC, because it's not that far, a few people I know are really excited to go to the event.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure if any hit up about vendors, but there was a few that seemed like, yeah, that'd be really cool. So
yeah, it's just I try to keep this reasonable. Like I said, we don't, you, I, or anybody else that does it, we make no money off of this. It all goes to next
money usually.
Yeah. I've lost money 1 year, and but you know what? It's just it's
a passion thing. It's not a money thing, and if you can at least grow to the next and keep growing. It's always reinvested, no matter what you do in any event. Even like I've talked to other events, bigger like Scarefest. They never really. I mean, they work all year long, and then they go on top, and then they just reinvest every year. And it's about the fans and the conventions that do that, and a lot of them do. I mean, we're lucky. I'm lucky that I've been to a lot, and now this year with everything that's going on with Topeka, I'm ecstatic, man.
See, I went to the Chicago, the Chicago thing. Can't remember
film
what it's
festival?
called. No, not the film festival. The horror thing.
Days of the Dead?
Yeah, Days of the Dead.
Yeah, I was there. Were you
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Well, no. It was many
I was
years
going to
ago.
say.
Then I
Must have
went down to Texas Frightmare a couple of times, and uh, it's just you just get so much out of all this, because you get to meet some great people. You get to talk to some other vendors and do all that, and my son and uh, my son and my daughter-in-law live in Chicago, so it's a cheap place to stay. So
Well, you want to hear something funny? Is the guy who wears? I always forget his name, and shame on me. The guy who wears like the devilish looking red.
yeah.
He was behind me in Carolina as a vendor, so I've seen him all over. Yeah, I got a picture of him. I'll see if I can find it. I won't be able to pull it up, but I mean I could, but I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
I'll show it on here. Let's see.
But yeah, I was just like, wow. But see, when you do stuff like this, you just when it's all done, and the next day, you just kind of start thinking about next year, because I'm talking to some people that I might announce this year, maybe not, but it's a possibility. But it's just something that I never. I just want to keep doing this. It's just something I love. And I love showing movies and and I'm talking. Yep, that's him. Yep. But yeah, it was just like, I'm just like, that's, I just love doing this. Like I said before, you can get rooms at the downtown Ramada Inn, and just
reasonable
say
prices on it too. I
yeah,
don't remember the total, but
yeah.
for Ramada, it's
I think I can't remember how much it is. It's much cheaper than the regular rate.
Yeah.
So if you go in there and say, "I'm here to go to Slash and Bash," there you go. They're going to give you the cheap rates. So
yeah, it's gonna like I said, it's one of those things that out here, if you're looking for something to do with your family, you can't go to the movies. You can't do anything for $25 for the whole weekend, and you're welcome to go in and visit and talk, and you're not forced to buy anything. You can spend money on what you want. Now, there's going to be cool stuff, I'm sure, by vendors, and I know some of the people have extra items on their table, whether it's Brad or Beatrice or Mark, that you can spend more money, but you don't have to. You don't have to.
No, you don't have to. Just, you can say hi to those people. If you can afford a picture one, go over and say hi to them.
Yeah.
They're all great people.
That's even like that buddy I was telling you about that I'd seen in was it Indianapolis, and I'd seen him at like every darn event this year, and he was almost ready to travel all the way from where he was to come, and he was excited. He's hoping next year, but I mean that's just how it is when you go to conventions, you travel. I've run into the same people so many times, which becomes a family, and then you meet new people, and it just grows and grows. It's people I know from Facebook, never met. Dave Van Dusen, him and Patricia Van Dusen, longtime friends of Beatrice, or friends of Beatrice. They supported me in Beatrice's show, and they became friends. We had such a great time hanging out. We were wild and crazy kids. We had fun hanging out at the bar. We'd see Warrington Gillette from Friday the 13th Part 2. Just hanging and socializing and having a good time. My parents were there. It becomes a family situation. It really is. You can't. I always say you cannot explain a convention until you experience a convention.
Right.
You can't put it into words because there's just so much.
Yeah.
And everyone's different too. There's always a different, new, fresh experience.
Yeah, because it's just something that, like you said before, unless you go, you're not experiencing it. And I've always loved conventions, because it's just, you can get so much out of a horror sci-fi convention, no matter where you're at, you can go in and just have fun, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But yeah, I was just like, wow. But I'm telling you, it is like I interviewed Jen Nagel from Body Count, and she just loved the fact that I was talking to her, and I said no. I said I love talking to you. She was such a nice person, and if you haven't got a chance to meet her, I'll put you in touch with her. Maybe you can talk to her as well. You know?
Yeah, well, I'd love to. We got a month left.
Yes.
I'm doing the Road to Memphis Monster Con. That's in November, but I would love to have some people on. We get some of the people that are coming, like Jen Nagel, and even some of the independent filmmakers that are coming to come on, and we can talk to them, talk about the event, and keep it hyped up all the way till September.
Yeah, because this is just something that I just love sharing it.
Yeah.
With other people, man. It's just like, come on. It's just, yeah. But I'm telling you, it's, it's just, also on Sunday, we're going to show from Film Freeway and Slash and Bash, long features and short movies. And those you get a vote on those throughout the day and all that stuff. So, on Sunday, you can come out and vote on the best short films and the best long features. So, yeah.
So, if any of these independent filmmakers I know are watching, do we got room to squeeze anybody in if they decide to come and they want to try to enter a film?
Yeah, there's still time. Well, no. You know what? No, there's not. It just ended. I'm sorry. Yeah,
they snooze, they lose. But
yeah. But I'm telling you what, if they want to, they can get in touch with me, and I'll take care of their. All they got to do is pay $30 for a full length feature, and then $15 for a short film. That's it, and you'll be in the contest. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot cheaper than other places.
See, that's what
I think about Slash and Bash too, is because you are heavy in the indie and in the area and the way it is. I don't know if I'm freezing or you are, but you're good now. But I mean, for the prices, I know at some of the bigger conventions, sometimes the independent films can get lost in the mix.
Yes.
This is a place where people are going to actually know and see your independent film and actually get people there to watch it. Because I know how Keith does things. You did a small size last year I went to, and it was a lot of fun and watching films. And actually, a few of the people I wound up knowing that were in the films, like, I know that dude, I know that dude. So it was kind of cool. So yeah. So guys, Topeka, Kansas, September 6th, September 7th, September 8th. Vendor tables still available while they last. $25 for the weekend. What, $15 per day if you decide to not do the whole weekend?
Yes.
Take your family, take your friends. We're going to be talking more about Topeka, Kansas. I'm going to be out on the road to Topeka, Kansas, handing out some flyers and making sure everybody in the surrounding area comes out, supports this event, and do something really cool out there to start September off. Really get that Halloween season rolling.
Absolutely, yes.
I want to thank you, Keith, for coming on.
Well, thank you.
Slash and Bash. And we're gonna have fun. I hope to run into you. I know you've been really busy on the weekends, but I'll be down there Sunday. I'll let you know when I'm down there. And if you're around, we'll catch up with you. I know the guys would love to say hi to you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, and like I said before, you can go to Slash and Bash's website and check out what kind of guests we're bringing in, man. It's going to be so much fun, and I hope you guys come and join all of us. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And until next time, guys, I'm not sure when the next show is, but we're going to keep them coming. I know Tuesday we have the Road to Memphis Monster Con coming up. Me and Keith will talk and figure out, see who we can bring on for I guess the road to Topeka
Yeah.
going down, and introduce you to some of these independent filmmakers. Maybe some you know, maybe some you don't, and give some people some extra shine and get some extra excitement going with the already excitement going into Slash and Bash.
Oh, yes.
So, guys, thank you. Everybody who tuned in, everybody who commented. We love you and we appreciate you. Peace out. Talk soon.